A lack of self-confidence can be a barrier that prevents you from advancing as a guitarist or musician. Sadly, it took me way too long to have this epiphany. But the thing was, I was practicing sun up to sundown. But any moment I stepped in front of others or on a stage, it all went out the window. You would think, man, that guy really needs to practice more. But I was practicing all the time. Here's the thing that a lot of teachers will not tell you, and it's something that don't really occur to most, is that if you grew up in a family where you had a parent who constantly put you in a state of fear and anxiety and always afraid you're going to make the wrong move, it can affect you for years to come. It doesn't matter if you're a musician or not. It shapes your personality and your self-belief. Here's a little story about my dad right here. I remember working on a car with him, and he said, "Son, go get me a Phillips head." I walk into the building, I come back, I do have a screwdriver, but it's not a Phillips head. He whacks me in the back of the head with the screwdriver and says, "This is a Phillips head, I need a flathead." I was only like 6 or 7 years old, and I never been taught this stuff. Now you might wonder, why didn't I just ask him what a Phillips head was if I wasn't sure? Because he made me nervous. I was afraid to ask him anything. If I wanted to go to a friend's house, I had to work up the nerve just to ask, because the way he would say no could bring tears to your eyes. This right here is a key moment, and I know it is because it sticks out in my mind, where I started doubting myself and thinking maybe I'm not smart, maybe I'm not good enough, and fearing that I was going to be chastised for making a mistake. This carried over for many, many, many years, on up into my late 20s, and it affected me not only as a musician, but as a human being. We all have baggage from our past, but left unchecked, it can start to weigh on you. The best advice I can give is to surround yourself with positive people and energy. And another thing, which I haven't even done, is to sit down with the issue and discuss it and put it all on the table. I've came a long way, but I know I'm not 100%. I think that would get me to that point if I could ever work up the nerve to sit down and have a one-on-one discussion with my dad about how he affected me in the past. So I hope my story and advice can help you in some way. And remember, music is very much about emotion. And if you have emotional turmoil, it can spread into everything you do. So make sure to deal with it, face it, and conquer it. Much love.